Welcome into the Short Forward Giant pregame show, April 22nd, about 5 hours until puck drop between the Oilers and the Avalanche. Tyler and Jay.
I made it.
You made it.
You made it. Tyler was going to be here, and I showed up this time.
And we also have a nice friend hiding behind the scenes, not just producer Liam.
Yo.
Bag Milk's here as well. So we got a nice loaded cast here for the Short Forward Giant pregame show.
It's CLINCH-MAS. You got to bring in the big guns.
I'm so excited. I'm really feeling this hockey team right now.
And that's fair.
Man, after that last game, and they went, and I saw how they went and greeted Smith, and they're all just like...
They seem close.
They're tight.
Not only that, the way they won. Up by 2, Dallas ties it, run away with it.
Yeah.
Convincingly. Never a doubt.
No. Never in doubt.
It really wasn't, and I bet them pretty heavily because, I don't know, I saw Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah, shocker.
Stunner. I saw Scott Wedgwood was starting, and I was like, this guy's been okay, but, like, the Oilers this season have actually had the ability to kind of just torch subpar or average goalies. Like, they've done it a few times. So I just saw Wedgwood, and I was like, back on home ice. They're 10-1-1 since March 1st on home ice, which is insane. Now they're 11-1-1. I just had confidence. And you're right, even when Dallas made that a close game, I was never like, oh, boy, Oilers blowing it. I was like, no, they'll be fine.
Well, to Wedgwood's credit, he did face 50 shots.
Yeah.
But how about even that? The Oilers putting up 50 shots almost regularly at this point. That's twice in, 10 days they've done it?
Yeah, the slap shot regatta is in full effect. They are peppering goalies when they come into our barn.
Players on the Oilers who were on the ice for 10 or more shots at 5-on-5. So on-ice shots for more than 10. Ceci, Barry, Mcleod, Nurse, Yamo, Kulak, Hyman, Draisaitl, McDavid, Kane, Puljujarvi, Keith, and Bouchard. 13 guys were on the ice for 10-plus shots at 5-on-5. That's wild.
That is wild.
When Bouchard was on the ice, the Oilers outshot the Stars 20-4.
Boys were humming.
Just at 5-on-5.
That pairing had a really good night, actually, to be honest, because Duncan Keith finished at a +5. I know that's a flawed stat, blah, 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 but, like, come on. You
still got to take the W there.
He was still on for all 5 goals.
He was +4 at 5-on-5, yeah. It's unreal. That was a really impressive win over Dallas, and there's a lot of things to like about it. They got some depth goals. They got some goals from big guys. I want to talk a little bit about Zach Hyman, who's maybe gotten lost in the shuffle at times this year.
Due to our depth?
Yeah. Like, this guy's 25 goals in 71 games. He's basically scoring. By the end of the year, he'll be around that 30-goal pace on an 82-game season. That's unreal.
Yes. We didn't expect that from him, and the fact that that's what we're getting is great, and just also the work ethic that he brings is infectious. Like, there's many layers to Zach Hyman.
Like an onion. Right, Bag Milk?
Or an oak.
Yes, a strong oak tree.
Yeah.
Rings, redwood?
Yeah.
Good redwood. Player comparables based on
what else could you ask Zach Hyman to do that he hasn't been doing for this team? Nothing.
Kills penalties, power play guy. There's been times where they've taken him off the power play and he still bounces back fine.
Having Zach Hyman and Nuge killing penalties together has turned being shorthanded into almost an opportunity to attack.
Power play.
Those two are relentless together.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. And yes, it's so funny. Like, I feel like this season needed to go through the course that it did to get the outcome and the team as close as it is right now. Because the timing of all this is just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's a funnel large enough to hold the amount of Kool-Aid I want to ingest in
it's going down
one
smooth.
moment. Oh, my God. It is so delicious. It's my favorite flavor. My favorite flavor of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Purple Saurus Rex.
Is that actually a flavor?
And they discontinued it during my youth. And it was a lemonade. It was a grape lemonade.
Travesty.
It was so good.
Disrespectful.
That's what I'm drinking right now. I found some, and I am just guzzling.
You can buy a T-shirt with that on it. Yeah, you do need that.
That's my dog right there, the Purplesaurus Rex.
My favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is playoff Kool-Aid, and we're getting real close. Could be CLINCH-MAS tonight.
I thought it'd be like vanilla Kool-Aid or maybe dirty
water.
tap water Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, it's Kool-Aid without the powder.
Yeah.
Powder on the side, yeah.
Powder on the side.
Left at room temperature.
If it comes on top, I send it back.
Get your fucking ice out of here.
Okay. We are live on Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you got comments, throw them in those chats. Twitch is active. Genesis says, hi, Jay.
Hi, Genesis.
Hoping for a little magic tonight with a little... there's a bag milk sticker that the listeners throw out on Twitch?
I did not know that. I like that very much.
Look, it's you.
Twitch is a vibe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. Twitch is a vibe. Over to the Facebook chat. Kylie just said bag milk in all caps. Taylor says, hi, BM. Kylie said, my shirt is sexy. Thank you very much. It's the L50N available on nationgear.ca right now. Christian has a question that bag milk can answer. He says, biggest question. Is our boy Ben in the house tonight?
I don't know if Ben's in the house tonight, but I really hope he is.
I offered up my tickets to Ben today. I just said, Ben,
we need him.
But
if you can,
sometimes
your tickets
it's a
are
late
mine.
start, right? That could be.
Oh no, I know. I just want him to know if he wants to go.
Yep.
I got you, buddy. We need you.
I hope so. The Ben Stelter story as part of this end run towards the playoffs is amazing. It's fantastic. I love. I was lucky enough to talk to his dad a little bit today because I was talking about Ben yesterday on Better Late Than Never, and just the way the city and the team have embraced him, it's just magic to see. I love it.
They're doing it the right way. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, it was a great story the first game that Ben came and they did, he got to be the player on the ice and do all that stuff. But, the fact that it's made an impact on like the players are truly moved by Ben and his story. And the fact that if he comes to a game, it's not just he's just coming to sit in the stands. He's there high-fiving the guys as they get on the ice. Like, he is legit.
Down at warm-ups.
He's down and warm. Like, he's legitimately playing a role. He's exactly. So he's playing a role. Like, he is a factor.
Oh, yeah.
And now we got Ben for the playoffs.
And Ben's putting the work in, so it's only fair that the boys match.
100%.
Yep.
And in Zach Hyman's post-game interview for being first star or a star, I can't remember. But anyways, he was being interviewed, and he was shouting out Ben right away. Like,
the thing I also like about what's going on right now, too, is, Jay, you talked about on Real Life, the vibes at Rogers Place just seem different.
Like I said, they are playing the classic tunes, and then was in between whistle and puck drop, and they'd stop the music, and the crowd was singing the songs like for like another 45 seconds, just continuing on. They did that 3 times.
I love it. This city, when the playoffs are near or happening, there's no place I'd rather
Your Remchuk levels of vibe.
Unbelievable.
Someone described the Twitch chat as, it was Genesis who says it's just a Yaremchuk instead of saying it's a vibe.
Yeah, it could be a thing.
Could be a thing.
Well, what's the Connie Mack version of your Remchuk?
The Yammer.
People call me Yams in the past, and that doesn't make sense because the YAM don't come up at any point consecutively in my last name. So that one's always confused me, nickname-wise. So, anyways.
We just call you Chuckles for your beaming personality.
Yeah, that's a fair one.
Joie de vivre.
That is a fair one as well. We are going to give
Tanya Chuck.
I've been thinking that.
Taylor. I don't know. We're going to get into our lineup report brought to you by Yegburger.
Delicious Yegburger.
Delicious Yegburger. If everyone who's watching this eats at Yegburger tonight, the Oilers won't lose. Simple as that.
That's
power food.
Meal of champions. I love the Return of the Mac, and the OG are my go-tos.
The buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich.
Oh, you know what? I actually had that for the first time. I was always, every time I go to a burger place,
get a burger.
I want a burger, and I can never go to the chicken, but I always hear the buttermilk chicken, and I said, screw it, I'm doing it this time. Yeah. Wow.
It's a revelation.
Mad at myself for not doing it earlier. Regrets.
The Colorado Avalanche haven't updated their lines since their last game. We do know they'll for sure be without Gabriel Landeskog and Ryan Murray. Devon Taves and Mikko Rantanen both day-to-day. Rantanen was sick for the game on Wednesday, and Taves has been out for a few now. He was placed in COVID-19 protocol. Oh, no. Never mind, just an undisclosed injury for Taves. So they might be missing a couple of key guys. Their top line, though, are Turi Lehkonen, who they picked up at the deadline, with Nate Mack and Valeri Nichushkin. McKinnon, 5 goals in his last 5 games. Got to watch out for that guy.
Natty Mack?
Natty Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie Mack?
Kadri with Comfer and Burakovsky. Nico Sturm with Ben Myers, who was a high-end college UFA that they picked up but can't play in the playoffs. He can only play the regular season. Alex Newhook on the right side, then Darren Helm with Andrew Cogliano and Logan O'Connor. D pairings, a rather young, dynamic pairing here of Bowen Byram and Cale Makar. And then Sam Girard, Josh Manson, Curtis McDermott, and Jack Johnson. So it looks like Eric Johnson.
So Manson and McDermott are D buddies?
No, McDermott's with Jack Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Manson's with Girard. It's a mean pairing.
That's a mean pairing.
No confirmation on their starting goalie. I would be slightly concerned if it's Darcy Kemper, just based on how well he played last time we ran into him. He stopped 49 of 50.
He goalied us.
He did. He absolutely goalied us. Stopped 49 of 50, and he didn't play Wednesday against Seattle, so it's probably going to be Kemper going tonight for the Avalanche. So hopefully the Oilers find a way to get past him.
Yeah,
tonight.
more motivation. We're gonna get a lot by old Darcy boy.
Yeah.
D Camps.
Since that game, he gave up 3 goals on 32 shots to LA. He gave up 4 on 33 to the Hurricanes and 3 on 27 to the Caps.
He's loosening
A
up.
little sloppy at the wrong time. Old D-Cumps.
The Oilers are likely going with Mike Smith. He has only allowed 5 goals against in his last 5 starts. What do we think of the decision to go back to Schmitty?
Man, how can you not? The guy it's funny. We were so critical of him during his little lapse there when he was battling from injury, but I just didn't think he was going to return to form, and wow, has he ever. So you got to keep doubling down. You got to keep Smitty hot, and he's a competitor, so you got to put him in. And this is a big game. This is CLINCH-MAS. This is a big game, so you got to put Smitty in. Smitty wants it.
What do you think?
Well, because here's the thing. I want the Oilers to win their own X. I don't want somebody else losing to give us the X. Tonight is the night. CLINCH-MAS is upon us.
Beating Colorado for Clint
to beat Colorado after the last 2 games, the Oilers have played very, very well but couldn't close out the wins. Tonight's our night. Yeah. And Schmitty knows it. Schmitty's going to battle.
I feel the magic in the air, and Rogers is going to be electric tonight.
He's been up since 6 a.m. He had a coffee at A&W. You know, he's ready to go. Naps in. No shaving. Hair flowing.
I see my boy Kale is in the Twitter chat. What's up, Kale? I just saw him pop up that he's watching. We became friends in Nashville. Great guy.
That's nice.
Yeah, nation vacation vibes. Yeah, Schmitty, I would have gone back to Mikko tonight. I'm in the business of keeping them both rested and as ready to go as possible for game 1 of the playoffs. And I just don't want to go into a scenario where anyone's sitting for too long. And I think by not going back to Mikko, and Mikko played the Avs well earlier this season.
Fair.
I would have gone back to Mikko tonight, and no matter what, gone back to Schmitty against Columbus on Sunday on the road. But I can understand the thinking between just ride the hot hand while he's hot, right?
Mikko plays Sunday. It's all good.
And Mike Smith's only allowed 2 goals in his last 3 games, so, you know, he's earned the spot.
Yeah. New episode of Oilers Nation Radio is going to drop probably right after this is done. Something I pointed out, since the start of last season, out of goalies that have played 40 games, and there's a lot of them, I think there's 40 or 50 of them around the league, Mike Smith is 8th in the NHL in save percentage. He has a better save percentage in that span than Jacob Markstrom, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Thatcher Demko. It's interesting, right?
That's wild. Of course, you can always spin the stats to fit the narrative, but that's a legit sample size.
Yeah.
Especially after the start of the year he had. To battle back into a 913 where he's at today as we're recording this, pretty impressive.
Oh, amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. And what is he, like 990 in the last 5 games?
948 save percentage in his last 10. So he's doing very, very
He
well.
might be entering the Hart conversation.
He's faced, about 170 shots in his last 5 games and only given up 5 goals, which is pretty remarkable.
He just hates the puck, you know? He's just so angry when it approaches him, and he's not letting it past him. Mm-hmm. The rage is there.
Oilers lineup looking a little bit different tonight. We got that, Liam? Yes, we do. Connor McDavid will center Evander Kane and Kyler Yamamoto. Leon Draisaitl with Ryan Mcleod and Zach Hyman. Nuge with Fogle and Derek Ryan. And then Devin Shore is likely drawing in with Zach Kassian as the 2 extra forwards. No Jesse Puljujarvi. It's just an illness, though.
Got an upset tummy.
Yeah, upset
Allegedly.
belly. That's okay. That happens.
It happens to the best of us.
He scored last game, though, so unfortunate that he won't get a chance to
I was
build
happy
on
for him to get off the schneid. He needed
Yeah.
that.
Oh, he needed that. He needed that, and that was good because, like I said, he's been playing good without scoring. So that just gives him some confidence. Once again, at a great time.
Good guy dad banks one in off him.
Yeah, Dad cares.
Dad is a hell of a parent.
Yep.
What do we think about Ryan Mcleod getting the bump up? I love it.
Deserves it.
Yeah, well deserved. That guy is just like that guy's confidence is growing by the day.
Yep.
Do you not get like Nuge vibes from him?
I made that comparison today with Low Tide on
like,
1260.
They're not like no one's the Nuge. But like in terms of stylistically, Frank Seravalli TM word, I believe.
Yeah.
They look like the same player, like the hunched over, how they skate and how they like stick handle.
He can play center or the wing just like Nuge. He can kill penalties just like Nuge. He can help out on the power play, second unit. He's the guy just like Nuge could be. It makes sense.
Can't grow facial hair yet.
Just like
Just
Nuge.
like the Nuge.
Nuge has more teeth.
Just like the
Advantage
Nuge.
Ryan.
Yep.
What?
Both named Ryan.
Both named Ryan. Wait. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I had to think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why I had to think
Don't
about
call
that
him
for a second.
Ryan Nugent Hopkins very often. It's
No.
just Nuge.
A lot of Ryan action on this team. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, Ryan Mcleod, Derek Ryan.
Ryan McDavid.
Okay.
You got nothing for that one, huh?
Yeah, no, I got absolutely nothing. D pairing stayed the same, though. That's your lineup report brought to you by Yegburger. I can see Liam is on PointsBet out of the corner of my eye. PointsBet Canada, sponsor of our betting report here on the pregame show.
Are we home dogs?
Put it up, Liam. We home dogs?
Oh, is that what we do?
Ow, ow.
That's the other thing. You want to talk about how we're gelling? We're walking down the tunnel and we're barking and we're meowing. These are all but very powerful signals, people.
They are. The three guys who
The
bump
triple
their heads
headbutt?
together.
Yeah.
I love a good pregame ritual.
Yes.
I think that helps with the vibes.
100%. It is.
Yeah.
It is vibing everywhere. That's what I said. The vibe is a vibe now.
Oilers are home dogs. That line's starting to shift towards the Oilers, though, which is interesting. If you like the Oilers in regulation, plus 135. If you like the Oilers to flip that puck line around and beat the Avs by 2 or more, it's paying out
Home
plus
dogs,
230. Home dogs. Liam, what do we think? Home dogs? You liking it?
That's juicy.
Yes. May as well.
What's
not?
in Ted Lasso? What's the group called? Who watched Ted Lasso and they always bark?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Oh, man.
I can't
Anyone?
remember.
Anyone on Twitch?
Someone
Twitter?
on the
Twitch
chats
will
has
know.
got to know this
I believe
one,
in
yeah.
Twitch.
They'll take their
Hound dogs or something. Oh, they get together to solve their problems.
What are they called? It is
I
the Hound
forget.
Dogs, isn't it?
Is it the
It might
Hound
be,
Dogs?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Anyways, it's
single
good.
guy.
Watch Ted Lasso. It's a great show.
Oilers goal props. Who do we like in a score tonight? If Draisaitl's even money, McDavid's plus 125.
McDavid's on the road to 50, so I think he's not comfortable with where Huberdeau is at, so he is going to be he is an easy over 1.5 bet.
Plus 105 payout on that.
Well,
Money in
that's-
your jeans.
and that's juicy. Money in your jeans,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd put him in a score, and then this is going to be like this. I don't expect tonight to be an easy game, so I expect a random depth goal. Like I can see like a CC or something, or
Derek Ryan
Derek
comes
Ryan
through in the
again.
clutch.
The answer, like just something somewhat greasy.
Let's go down the list a little bit here. Nugent Hopkins is plus 350. I like that PointsBet still lists Brendan Perlini. You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
What's it paying?
Just a little sprinkle.
Perlini plus 350.
Whoa, come on.
Way
At
too
least,
high.
if I'm gonna bet, at least make it like plus 35,000.
This one was brought up by Will in the in the Facebook chat. Fogel's been a man on fire, and he's plus
Playoff
450.
Fogel.
Playoff Fogel.
I
He's-
changed my mind. I'm starting to come around on Fogel, and that was a
We'll see.
question Will asked me.
Well,
He might get going. His best hockey
he's
might be
Fernando
ahead of him.
Pisani. If we're gonna do who's gonna be the Fernando Pisani of this playoff run, it's Warren Fogel.
And you
It's
know we're
all
going to be
without
lining
a
up to
doubt.
Fogel.
It's without a doubt.
It's lining up to Fogel. Our boy's starting to chip in a little bit. He's a bull in a china shop. He's working hard. It's all coming together.
Yeah. Liam, goal score?
Firstly, the Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dogs.
There
Yes,
we go.
thank you so much.
Diamond Dogs. Phil nailed that one in the Facebook chat, by the way. I just didn't get
Oh, I
to it in
love the
time.
Diamond Dogs. I miss Ted Lasso. Can't wait for season 3.
I know, me too.
I'll go with Hyman.
Oh, keep it
He's
on
been
the high
hot.
train.
He's a hot guy.
Okay, we need to talk about some serious opportunity here.
'Kay.
And I talked about it briefly on Real Life yesterday when we had Ben Hebert and Mark Kennedy.
Yeah, Mark Kennedy.
Mark
That's
Kennedy.
my boy now.
Yeah, great guys. We're talking a little bit of betting. And I said what I said, and I stewed on it for like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to act last night aggressively. And essentially, what is happening? This bet can only be called is we're betting against stupid Leaf fans.
You're shorting the Leafs.
We're shorting Leafs. We're shorting Leafs Nation. We're shorting Leafs fans in general. And that is the heart race. because these Leafs fans, so devoted and blinded by the light of their team, of that Maple Leaf and that disgusting Matthews mustache, they have affected and shifted the market to make Austin Matthews such a favorite for the Hart, which is
minus 358 on points.
Which has opened up the odds and made Connor McDavid's odds now plus 300.
It was plus 500 the other day, though, so it's slipping.
It's slipping because now people are
realizing.
People are realizing it, and they're loading up on McDavid. And the other reality is, I hate to say this, but Johnny Gaudreau is going to be in the conversation. And what is he at? Plus 1,100?
Yeah.
So his 5-on-5 scoring is definitely going to give him a lot of votes. So basically, fade the Leafs. Bet on the top 4 guys of McDavid, Gaudreau, Huberdeau, and then I would sprinkle someone Shesterkin.
He's not winning. I wouldn't sprinkle it. I'd just go McDavid, Gaudreau.
I believe he's outperforming the stats that Dominic Hasek had when he won the Hart.
I don't think he'll have the votes for it, though. I just think a lot of people are going Matthews or they're going McDavid and Gaudreau.
Well, I know, but sprinkle. So don't listen. Don't do this. But I have done this aggressively. This is probably This is probably the biggest bet I've ever made.
Wow.
I've got a lot of money on the table on those 4 horses, and if McDavid wins, I'll net a little. But if any of the other ones win, hello.
I want to be in the same room as you when they flip the little envelope and go, Hart Trophy winner, Johnny Gaudreau. Your reaction.
I'm just going to show you how much money I won, and then it'll be justified.
And you'll buy a round of drinks.
I will buy a round of drinks. It is that good. So keep an eye out for it. Don't do it, but look at it.
All right.
I can't stop talking about it. I'm just looking. I'm like, it's too good to be true. So it's probably going to be Matthews that wins.
Just keep your eyes open, people.
Because if Matthews wins, I lost a lot of money. Be advised.
Do not win Austin Matthews. Hey, they've been keeping him out of the lineup a little bit. So
it's great. It's great.
Never know. CLINCH-MAS is a vibe, or as another person in a different chat said, it's a Yaremchuk. Look at that.
Well, you've done this. You've said that thing twice now.
2 different people put it. One in the Twitch, one in the...
I know.
I'm just saying.
Old Ty Chuckles.
Yeah. All right. That's going to be a wrap for the Shirt 4 Giant pregame show. Shout out to Yegburger and PointsBet Canada.
T-Chucky.
Enjoy what is hopefully a merry CLINCH-MAS tonight, right?
Amen.
A very merry
There you go.
CLINCH-MAS.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Talk to you on Sunday morning.